go anywhere.
Now we appreciate Bluetooth.
Holy fuck. To be fair, they lasted 8 episodes.
Truth.
Now I know.
Oh, you haven't charged them at all?
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. Jade gets an award already.
I get an award.
Yeah, for lack of charging equipment.
Okay, when they aren't plugged in with the headphone jack, they give you a warning. They didn't give me a warning last week.
They shouldn't need power to
run
Mine don't.
No.
Mine will last literally eternity.
But it's Beats, so.
Okay, well, I'm Aaron.
I'm Jade.
Jade gets an award.
I get an award. Do you want to say your thingy? Because we forgot it last time.
Yeah, welcome back to your weekly dose of WTF with me and Jade, unapologetic introverts.
You didn't want to say what the fuck?
No.
Oh.
I think everyone knows what WTF means.
I know, but it's so fun to say.
What the? Oh, let me do it. What the? I didn't know which one I was pushing. I only know the bottom two are applause and then the drum thing.
What's this one?
I don't know.
Why are they all the same?
What?
Oh, I think I might have changed the first one.
Oh, you changed the first one. Oh, it's okay. We can program it eventually.
Update for the listeners who haven't listened to episode 7. Our sound pad works.
Yay! We don't know how we got it to work, but it's working now.
I don't think it was lit up before, but I don't know how to turn it on because there's not a button.
That seems really strange.
So, I don't know what it did. Because, like, when the other two things are lit up, I've muted them. Am confused. Also, it records it. Not that it records because the other two lines are muted, but they still show up on the fucking SD card every time we record.
Weird. Well, I guess it has to record, right? Because you could unmute at any point.
Yeah.
And it's trying to keep track with everything else. So
I guess.
It's just doing its little job. Cat hair
up the nose.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an update on. Oh my God, hold on.
You're so tangled in cords. It's hilarious.
I know. I have an update on red squirrels.
Okay.
It's not a nice update.
Oh no. I'm scared.
Okay, where'd it go?
Are we back to eating baby bunnies again?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm just reading the little blurb.
Yeah.
From Google. Haynes, an ecologist with the University of Alberta, says the study's primary author says that squirrels aren't always as cute and innocent as we imagine.
Oh yeah.
Squirrels also eat things like baby bunnies, baby birds, and birds' eggs.
No. Demon squirrels.
I don't know. The title of the article is Red Squirrels May Be Cute, but they're also vicious cannibals.
Oh my God. What? Okay, now every time I see I saw one in my backyard the other day and I was about to go punt it out of my backyard because I got baby bunnies running around. And I just couldn't. I got to protect my little bunny flock.
Yes, you must. What are a group of bunnies called?
Bunnies?
Is that it? They don't have a special name?
I actually don't know. I could look this up. I have the power of Google in front of me. What is a group of bunnies? Is it a den? Group.
I feel like I should have learned this in elementary school.
Somebody says this should be called a fluffle.
Oh, well, that'd be cute.
A group of rabbits is known as a colony or nest or occasionally a warren.
Warren?
Though that's more commonly refers to where the rabbits live. So the rabbits live in a warren.
I've never heard of that word in my life.
Yeah, they don't have really a cute thing. Group of baby rabbits.
I think the best is crows.
Yeah, a murder.
Yeah.
Caca.
I fucking love crows.
Murder.
Crows?
We should do a whole episode on weird animal group names.
I could do a whole episode on crows.
That would be awesome.
And ravens.
Yeah. Did you get a crow?
No, my
You didn't
mom
get
never
one?
got me one for Christmas. I said, oh, by the time you order it and then you pay for it and then it's in USD.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. I could just bring Crowboy here and he could be our little guest guy.
Yeah.
For that
Maybe I'll
day.
order myself one time.
They're so cute. I have him sitting on my bookshelf and he's just like sitting there watching me.
Oh, we'll have to add him to the, once we make the highlight, the,
Yeah.
what's it called? Whatever highlight it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
that's
just take
gross.
pictures.
Yes.
So that was the update on red squirrels.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus
great.
Christ.
I just got a new tattoo.
It was so fun. We missed a train.
We missed a train. It's okay though. We missed it and then we possibly illegally hopped on another train without paying and
Are we the first to do it?
No.
Will we be
Heck
the
no.
last to do it?
you know what?
No.
The Go train station employee attendant whatever
It was
told us
so unhelpful.
he just told us to get on it anyways.
Yeah.
So I was just taking his direction and went, yeah.
To be fair, there were the Presto things right there. Like, we could have like, no, I already paid for my day.
It was only like a 10-minute ride, whatever. I already paid them money. I paid them
Exactly.
too much money.
The man when we got off, though, was so serious at those kiosks.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to check everyone. But, you can buy mobile tickets, so it really doesn't matter.
I know, like, what's the point of you standing there looking intimidating? It's also like a $4 ride.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what? Like, I'm sure, like, the whole wherever it actually comes from is the more expensive.
Yeah, I think it's like $10 or something.
Woohoo!
Oof. But we missed a train.
We
On the
did.
way back, at least. It wasn't on
Yeah.
the way there
Thank
because we had a
God.
deadline. Got a new tattoo from Ink and Water in Toronto by Katie.
She was so nice.
Katie was amazing.
She's so
She's
cool.
nice.
And you guys bonded over the fact that you went to the same university.
Yeah, it was really weird. We went at the same time, roughly within 2 years. And her...
I think it's just by Katie.
Yeah, it's just by Katie.
Like
On
BY.
Instagram. BYKATIE. Go check them out.
Aaron's
They're-
tattoo is lovely. It's so cute.
Yes. I'm so happy. And I can't wait to go back and get more flowers, which I haven't talked to her about yet, but hopefully in the
That'd
next
be
year.
fun. That'd be really fun.
I need to have money. I need more money. It's so much money.
At least it's not drugs.
It's true. It's true. We don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, children.
Drugs are bad,
Drugs are bad.
even if they're illegal. I mean, even if they're legal. If they're illegal, they're really bad.
Yeah, I'd probably stay out of that one. So what's up with your note on wild tornadoes?
Have you not seen the freaking twisters?
No.
Oh my God.
Is that here?
No.
Okay.
Dad told me because I don't know where Tornado Alley is.
Oh, okay.
However, so I think it started last Friday
Mm-hmm.
and I think it ended on Saturday. Might have gone into Sunday. Probably almost 200 fucking tornadoes.
That's insane.
And
But-
one of them, and I can't find the one that I was looking for that I kept seeing. It was so big. They think it was the largest one in U.S. history.
Oh my goodness.
I think it was Friday night into Saturday in like Nebraska, Omaha or Oklahoma, but
The
like
states.
six states.
Yeah.
Got over 100 tornadoes
That is
overnight.
nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Why? I get it. Like you live wherever you live. Why would you choose to live in Tornado Alley?
It's just, I don't know, but the insurance companies are probably like,
It'd be so
we hate you.
devastating. But like, yeah, I'll try and find the one that I found when I first got into it, and then I learned, oh my God, there's like hundreds of these. Not as
terror.
big, but like that one
No,
was.
just enough. I mean, we had a, what's it called? A Derico?
I called it a derecho.
Derecho? Whatever.
I don't know.
However you pronounce that.
That I drove through that. I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, and that wasn't even like an official tornado or
No.
twister or anything. And we had so much damage. Like, we'd be
We
screwed.
still have damage.
We do. Yeah, I
was
mean, my
2
house
years
just
ago?
got fixed like last year, a few months into last year.
I wish I would have saved my Snapchat because Mom and I were at the grocery store and I was like, "Oh, there's a storm coming. Can't wait." We drive
Can't wait.
2
Everybody's
minutes
dying.
2 minutes down the road, get into the subdivision, and I have video footage and I'm keeping this forever. And I'm like, it starts pissing rain. There's tree branches flying. I'm like, Mom, are we in a tornado? I was like, can we just get home, please?
Are we gonna die?
I'm like literally 2 minutes from home. Can we just get home, please? We got home. We sit in the car because it's pissing rain. My dad's just standing out in the garage. He goes, yeah. All of a sudden, it got really windy. And I'm like, and you decided to stay outside? You'd be the fucker recording a tornado from 5 feet away.
Yeah. You know what? I give props to some of those people, though, because you're like, oh, this is not going to end well. But somehow we got that video footage.
There's some really good video footage. I'm like, people, you need to go downstairs.
Yeah. Every time I see it get closer, I'm like, just obviously you must have survived because the footage exists. However, like, take shelter.
Yes. I'll find the one because it's so, I've never seen a tornado that big. It is massive and it's so dark. And then because I was like looking at them, trying to show my mom the one that I found, TikTok decided to show me a bunch of videos, one of which storm chasers who are in a regular car get stuck in the middle of one and they're screaming for dear help in their car because they've got all these cameras to film them. I'm like, I can't watch this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, that's terrifying. Like, the storm chasers are cowering in their seats. I'm like, maybe we shouldn't do this for a living.
Yeah, that gives me goosebumps. Ooh, chills.
So many. And like, yeah, my mom hadn't seen anything either. And
really? I haven't heard of any of this. That's so wild.
There's so much cat hair on my mic. It keeps tickling my chin.
Oh, I got some cat hair on here too.
My apologies.
So much cat
But
fur.
yeah, that was wild. Like, breaking records, so many tornadoes. I don't think a lot, like, clearly a lot of people have been displaced, but I don't think there's been that many casualties. I don't know if there's been any reported yet. I haven't really looked into it.
Well, I imagine like the cleanup alone would just take, you never know. Like,
no,
there are some people who don't have any communications and they're just in the middle of nowhere, right? It's farmlands and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very flat.
Yeah, very rural. So
I did see this one video of like a lady talking, and she was like by her neighbor's house, and one of the kitties came out, and they got the kitty. But I was like, where's the other one?
Oh, rip kitty.
But it was really cute.
So we're clarifying a few points.
Yes. A plaintiff is the person who sues. So all the people who were like, oh, sided with the plaintiff on Pepsi, they said, fuck you, college student. And then the defendant is the person who's being sued.
Oh, rough. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I read this the other day. I haven't gone to actually listen to it yet.
When you're listening to this, episode 7 is out. Aaron and I talk about lawsuits. There's a whole emu ordeal. So at about 58 minutes, like it's like 58:14 or something, she's talking about them, and I like let out this like weird fucking battle cry to represent an emu or something. I don't remember doing it, but I was editing and was like, what the fuck was that? So I had to leave it in just because it's really, really weird.
I love that. I'm so glad you left it in.
And I wasn't like up close to the mic either. I was like back here when I did it. I wouldn't even be able to like.
I don't even know what sound emus make.
I hope they make the sound that I made. They probably don't. Are you Googling emu sounds?
No. I'm Googling for the next thing that we're going to talk about. If I can find it.
Yes. If you haven't, I don't remember when it was that we talked about it. It was early.
Yeah.
Facebook pokes are back, and then they disappeared, and then you found them again.
Yeah.
I still don't know where to access them in the app, so every time Aaron pokes me, that's where I know where the pokes are, but I don't know how to just poke her before she pokes me. How many times have we poked each other?
I believe we are on 33 times now. My top score is 48.
Damn.
Yeah. Since it came back, my cousin and I have been.
I still have never. You're the only person I know who knows about this.
That's so funny.
Not that I'm gonna
it
poke
just
anybody
showed
else.
Up one day, and I was like, "Yeah."
Where is it?
I have no clue.
Are you just rotating like when people poke you? That's how you know where to get to it now.
Yeah. Basically, someone pokes me, and then I check the poke meter, and I fulfill my Facebook destiny.
I love it because we'll be texting and we haven't talked for a while, or like we'll be sending TikToks but like not talking, and then I'll just go on Facebook because I gotta doom scroll, and it's like, Aaron poked you 3 minutes ago, and I poke her back. 5 minutes later, Aaron poked you, but we're not talking.
We're not having a conversation. Or just poke you randomly. I'll just wake up at like 3 a.m, look at my phone, and go poke. It's so good though.
It's a little bit of serotonin. It's fun.
I don't know where the settings are for that.
I have no idea. I don't even know where to like begin to look. I don't even remember where they were when Facebook had pokes.
I can't lose this, so it's the only thing making me check Facebook.
I just absentmindedly scroll and look at apartments that are overpriced and dirty and gross. I'm also semi looking for a coworker because she needs to find a place.
Like an apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reach out to a real estate agent.
But I don't want to do that.
I'm assuming the person who's responsible for finding themselves an apartment could reach out to a real estate agent.
I mean, they could. I'm sure they could. They have an apartment in Toronto right now, and it ends in the summer.
Yeah.
So she just needs a place when that's done.
Moving here?
Yeah. Like she goes, I think she goes back on the weekends or like Thursday nights.
Okay. Yeah.
Because her family lives up there. So, and it would clearly like a year lease.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to break it. And she really likes her apartment. But yeah, I also just like looking. I like looking for cars for people, and I like looking for apartments. I don't know why. I'm a fucking weirdo.
Looking because it makes me too depressed about how I can't afford to live anywhere.
Oh, me too.
A tiny town.
But then I go, oh, you guys can afford this. I'll live vicariously through you.
I'm going to get you a cute apartment so maybe one day I can visit you.
That's what I did with Hannah.
Nice. Score. I hope you're enjoying your new apartment, Hannah.
She hasn't moved in yet.
Oh, I hope whenever you do move in.
Next month,
you enjoy your new apartment.
With your new toaster that's yellow.
Yes. I'm so jealous. Though Jade tells me it's a little bit lemony, so.
Yeah, it's not your type of yellow.
Lemony.
It's cute. It's not your type of yellow.
I'm more of a safety yellow gal.
Safety. This week. Relevant. Thank you, Katie. Because we were like, oh, we have a podcast. I don't know what we're going to talk about. She goes, talk about tattoos.
All right.
Sounds good.
Exactly.
All
we
right.
nailed it. So
Where's
relevant.
My other note. Because I wrote a note this week. Be proud of me.
Oh, that's beautiful. I have so many notes. Like a whole.
Actually wrote notes.
Oh, wow. This might be a long episode. We're actually interested in this topic. Just kidding.
I mean, I'm probably going to talk a million miles an hour.
Okay.
This is combined of different articles that I did not source because I'm not writing a research paper.
We don't do the MLA scientific
they all seem
bullshit,
pretty
okay?
legit. I've summarized it into my own words on how I wanted to talk so that I wouldn't say like.
Very nice.
So I'm going to. Hannah's texting me. Hold on. What is going on?
Hannah, how you doing? Did she hear us already? She's like, oh, thanks, Aaron.
I have no idea.
For the sweet comments about my apartment.
She loves that she's in every episode. I'm like, how can you not be? I sit beside you every day at work.
You're a rock star, Hannah.
You give me candy.
Thanks for the candy
and
Hannah.
Snacks. Okay, so let's dive into the history of tattoos.
Yeah, we already introduced what we were talking about.
Ow. My God. Don't ever let your headphones die, people, and then have to record a podcast. So you have to grab your ancient fucking laptop and plug your headphones into it with a cord is that a foot? That's
it's
not a foot.
2 feet.
That's 2 feet.
Do you even know what a foot is?
No.
It actually is 3 feet.
That's not 3 feet. My legs are 3 feet.
That is 3 feet.
My legs are 3 feet.
The cord is 3 feet.
This fucking... Okay.
That's not...
This is not 3 feet.
That's 3 feet.
I call bullshit.
I call truths.
We can measure. Okay. So, tattoos have been around since at least the Neolithic times, which in simple terms was the final part of the Stone Age.
What?
I found a couple of different timelines. So, Not diving into which one is correct. Not going to list them.
Fine.
However, they know this because of tattoos on mummified,
There's a word there.
preserved skin and ancient art records. So it's thought that the art of tattooing was practiced by the Upper Paleolithic.
That's correct.
Yeah, period in Europe, which again, a couple different timelines. However, and I quote, lasted from about 50,000 to 40,000 years ago until about 10,000 years ago.
Holy crap.
Do with that what you will.
Math.
They had like a whatever BC, and I was like, I'm not going into this.
Yeah, I don't count time like that.
I don't get it. So during this time, more sophisticated tools were being developed. So it makes sense why people thought, let's use this on skin and make permanent art.
Love it. Great ideas.
It was cool to see, and I can try and find it and show it to you, and we can put it on the highlight thing.
Sweet.
They found tools that look kind of like
the stick and poke tools. Yeah.
But they're just really thick and really rocks.
Yeah. I've been to a few tattoo conventions where they have live traditional stick and poke.
That would hurt so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks cool.
It looks cool. You'd have to be so patient.
So patient.
The artist was absolutely brilliant. I think they were from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 1991, the excavation of, and I'm going to say this wrong, it's OTZI, so I'm saying Otzi.
I don't know.
The Iceman. So he's a 5,300-year-old frozen mummy from the Italian-Austrian border.
Cool.
He had tattoos.
Oh. What a badass.
Yeah. Back in 2023, a study from Pew Research Center suggested that 32% of people in the U.S. had at least one tattoo. 69% of people who have them got them for the reasoning of remembering and honoring someone or something. And 47% of them got them to make a statement about their beliefs. And then 32% of them said that they got tattoos to improve their personal appearance.
Interesting.
Which I thought was interesting. They've also been evident on mummies from Egypt. And at first it was a lot of women, but then archaeologists?
Yep.
Archaeologists sort of brushed it off because it was just ladies, and they were like, we don't care.
That's about accurate, yeah.
They assumed. I can't even read my own words. What's wrong with me?
It's okay. It's hump day, and we're tired.
They assumed the women were essentially, for lack of better terms, sex workers at the time, hence the tattoos. That's why they didn't pay attention.
Love that
However,
stereotype.
Others believed that the tattoos were a form of a permanent amulet. Amulet?
Yep.
During pregnancy and birth. So the tattoos were a net-like pattern located around the abdomen, top of the thighs, and the breasts.
Interesting.
The boobies. When pregnancy occurred, these tattoos would grow with the body in a protective fashion, like the nets and beads that they placed over mummies to protect them in their caskets, which I thought was kind of neat. In the early 1800s, sailors returned from wherever their expeditions with stories of tattooed men from, is it Polynesia?
Yep.
Japan and Indonesia. Sometimes they even returned with tattoos of their own, and this started the tattoo bug for most people in America. Now, take this with a grain of salt. Maybe there's something earlier. However, in 1846, a man named Martin Hildebrandt set up shop in New York City, and he would tattoo sailors and military men from both sides of the Civil War. I don't know what both sides of the Civil War means.
I don't know, because we're not American.
I didn't read into it. We didn't
have like a Civil War thing going on.
So, fast forward to World War II, that was considered the golden age for tattoos due to the abundance of patriarchy of men in uniform. Fun fact, sailors who had tattoos of naked women weren't allowed into the Navy. So tattoo artists would cover them with nurses' outfits and Native American costumes.
Interesting and...
not cool.
Yeah, a little bit of a... Yeah.
We love history.
History is a little fickle, isn't it?
When 1950 came around, tattoos were pretty much in full swing, and of course the rich folk deemed them trash.
Thanks, rich folk.
Shops and alleys and boardwalks were inking sailors and soldiers, but they wouldn't tattoo women. I spelt it right. Plural. I can't pronounce things. Unless they were 21, married, and their spouse was present. They didn't want to face an angry dad, boyfriend, or husband.
Fucking patriarchy.
Right?
Let me give you the permission right now. If you want a tattoo, and obviously you're of the legal age to get a tattoo,
Yes.
do your thing. Obviously consider it design-wise, life choice-wise.
They technically are removable. However, it's more painful than the tattoo.
It's expensive and it's painful and it's dangerous for your skin too, I think. Lasers? Come on.
I mean, but they can remove my hair so beautifully.
Lasers. Good old lasers.
So that is the history, which I thought was kind of cool because I assumed, World War, we've got all these sailors and stuff.
Yeah.
But to think that so long ago, they're finding mummies with tattoos, I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty sick. But I think it comes out of a long time history, a long time cultural
Neolithic. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. So I did research on common stereotypes about tattoos and tattooing. So most common is rebellion.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think of rebellious when I think of tattoos.
It's funny. But they're often associated with rebellion and nonconformity.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, people with tattoos are trying to defy societal norms kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
Or your parents say no, so you go and do it.
That makes sense.
So punk,
So punk. So hardcore.
The next most common is criminality.
Yeah.
So, if you got some crazy criminal activity or troubled past stuff going on, you might have weird tattoos like the teardrop on your face, or
that means you've killed someone, right?
I think so. Yeah, there's some jail tattoo stuff out there that just, it's a little bit of the heebie-jeebies. Well, and then there's just gang symbol tattoos that throughout history even have been dominant, so a lot of negative attention from that. The next one is unprofessionalism, which is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. And I feel like that one, even now, is still very present.
You get over it. I can sling so much work out. If you pay me, I'll do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So in this, some contexts, visible tattoos are still associated with unprofessionalism, particularly in conservative work environments. Get over yourselves, people. Life is too short.
Whether this was actually a thing or not, but I remember Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah.
The lifeguards, if they had tattoos, could not show them. So they'd be wearing long sleeves, long socks.
I think we just need to get over it. Unless your tattoo is offensive or maybe contains some kind of nudity or, something. Obviously, if you're being around a bunch of kids.
That's understandable.
Totally
understandable. Fucking flower on your ankle.
Yeah.
Who cares?
If you have a bouquet of flowers up your arm, a full sleeve, what does it matter?
Even if it's a skull.
Yeah. If it's not outwardly in your face, offensive or, nudity or whatever, profanity, totally get it. But if you're just even if you're just showing off your cultural stuff, henna tattoos, there should be no reason why.
No. And I don't know if that's still a thing, but I remember that being a thing growing up or hearing that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. People sometimes think a stereotype that people who get tattoos are impulsive.
I mean, yeah.
And show impulsive natures or recklessness.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, it's the phone! That's so cool.
FYI, to everyone listening, I have a payphone in my basement that my dad has wired to be our home phone because we still have a home phone.
That's hilarious. I love your house.
Okay, it's done.
Okay. Not that was really important anyways, because we're all impulsive at some point.
I think it's good to be somewhat impulsive coming from somebody who is not impulsive.
You're a very deeply thought and planned and strategized kind of person.
Yeah.
Most recently I've been impulsive, but I don't know if that's just me getting older and finally getting to the point where I need to.
You don't give a fuck.
Do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me. The next point, number 5, is addiction, which it's true. Some people believe that getting tattoos can be addictive, leading individuals to continuously seek out new tattoos without considering the potential consequences. I don't know what these potential consequences are, other than having cool art, as long as you're seeking proper artists who respect health codes and
Yeah. You don't want an infected
follow
tattoo.
the rules. Yeah, you have to be smart enough to do your research, find out which artist is best for you, who jives, and make sure they are following proper health codes.
Mm-hmm. You say drives or jives?
Jives.
Okay. I was like, what do you mean? Who drives?
Jives. Like, you know.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Vibes? I don't know.
No, a jives makes sense.
Yeah, okay. You got me questioning my whole
Sorry.
life over here. Number 6 is low socioeconomical status. Okay, we don't need to point out the fact that I'm poor constantly. But
you can't be that poor if you have tattoos. They're so expensive.
That's the next thing. I was looking at this and I'm thinking, who thinks you're poor if you have some really well done tattoos?
You're rich.
They are so expensive.
So expensive. Like, I don't care if you have a Tesla. Do you have lots of nice tattoos? Probably the same amount of money.
Yeah, if you were decked out, you were either working at a tattoo shop, know somebody really closely, or you've made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And you're so dishing expensive. It out. They are expensive. So there is a stereotype that people with tattoos come from lower socioeconomic backgrounds or have lower levels of education. Again, calling bullshit.
Aaron's got a bachelor's, okay?
I'm overly educated. I may make occasional stupid decisions, but tattoos are not one.
You may think that chipmunks turned into squirrel.
Listen, I watched too much Pokemon as I was growing up, so I was convinced.
My mom asked me about that at dinner, and I just go, never mind. Never mind. You'll have to find out on Thursday.
Listen to the podcast.
She will, without headphones. And I will go, please stop.
And the last stereotype, which can be totally true, is machismo.
What?
Machismo.
What is machismo?
Tattoos are sometimes associated with masculinity and toughness. Machismo.
What the?
You've never heard of that word?
No.
I might be pronouncing it funny.
Machismo.
Machismo. That's it. That's how you pronounce
it. How do you spell it?
Machismo. Machismo. I've just never used it.
I've never heard of that. I get like macho.
It's probably close to macho. It's
but
like machismo.
Macho wouldn't work in that sense.
Anyway.
That's so weird.
So that's like the stereotype that men who get tattoos are trying to assert their masculinity or dominance. So it's hit or miss, I think. There are probably a slight group of people who get like the classic tribal tattoos when they're white and pale as shit.
Yeah.
And have no place to probably represent that kind of culture. That might be true. But I don't think it's necessarily true across the board. So.
No. Machismo.
So just a reminder that these kind of stereotypes can be harmful and inaccurate, which across the board I think is totally true.
Yeah.
You can't not everybody fits into the square peg.
And I hate that I always grew up, and I don't remember who told me or who influenced it.
Yeah.
That, tattoos are bad people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too.
And even now, I have tattoos. I know people with lots of tattoos.
Yeah.
I like tattoos.
Most
I've always
of them are
liked
good
tattoos.
People.
Yeah. Most of the people I know everyone I personally know with tattoos are good people. However, when I am downtown and I see a person with tattoos all over their face, I get a little scared.
I'm a little bit worried. Also, tattoos on the face. Do you think that hurts more or less?
More. Gotta hurt more.
Ugh.
And I don't mean to judge. And I don't know if it's because I'm downtown in our town or if it's because of the tattoos or if it's a mixture. But even then, even now, in my brain, I'm like, judgy, and I'm like, stop fucking doing that.
Yeah, because you know lots of people with tattoos, and just because they're located on their face doesn't make them bad people.
No. They often just also look a little sketch, so that probably aids.
Possible questionable life choices there, but that's okay.
I mean, really though, if some like stereotypically, someone covered in flowers, probably not a fucking bad person.
Yeah, some people covered in like, crosses and faith-based tattoos.
So many faith-based tattoos.
Probably not a terrible person.
No. Even if they had the word fuck written on their forehead, probably not a terrible person.
Maybe not making the best life choices, but
Not a terrible person.
You only get to be judged as a terrible person if they start treating you terribly.
Yeah.
Or other people terribly.
Yeah.
There's rules.
Or animals.
Or animals, yeah. Animals crosses a line with me. You can treat me like crap, but if you kick a dog, you're out.
I kick you.
Kick you into the lake.
So I'll go through, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas, I'm going to say, because I don't know if they're all countries.
Locations?
Sure. Locations where the stereotypes have probably built into how their culture views tattoos. So Japan is the top one.
I was going to say, the first one has to be Japan.
Yeah.
Because there's some crazy stuff.
So like a lot of inspiration has been incorporated into tattoo styles, clearly. However, their relationship with tattoos is still a little uneasy. And I don't know if this is still a thing or when it was practiced until, but, I lost my mic. My mark. Not my mic.
You're still holding the mic.
Still holding the mic.
It's fine.
Yeah, so I don't know when this stopped, how long it went on for.
Yeah.
But to identify criminals, they were tattooed with like a special
symbol
or something so that everybody knew that you had done something wrong.
Yeah.
Or, gangs adapted the same practice. So then if you were kicked out of the gang, people knew you were in the gang and that
you couldn't cross other gang lines. Yeah.
So time has changed on some perspectives. However, there's still, places like hotels, swimming pools, public baths, spas that require them to be covered.
Crazy, eh?
Which I think is, that's wild.
They have a very traditional mindset, which is totally cool. I
just think it's wild that a place where we adopt so much from in the tattoo industry, like inspiration from their culture, is like, we don't really like this.
Nope.
The next one is Iran.
Ooh.
Or Iran?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, peeps. In 2015, they banned tattoos, along with fake tans and spiked hair, which I thought was an interesting combo.
No punk culture for this country.
It's thought that tattoos are associated with devil worship.
Okay.
And they don't really like how they represent a form of westernization. Which...
But, it's...
I get it.
Kind of existed much longer than Western civilization. So...
Yeah.
Just the thought that... Yeah.
I'm going to say this wrong. The acronym is UAE. So it's United Arab Emirates? Emirates. So they're considered to be a form of self-harm. And they're a violation of Islamic injunction. I don't know what injunction means. They aren't illegal, but they're not viewed nicely if you're a foreigner.
Hey, yeah.
Which I get it. I'm not bashing cultural beliefs in that sense.
No. It is sort of a form of self-harm in a way. But people, I think when people get tattoos, they might feel hurt by the poke, but some people also feel like a sense of relief as well if used to participate in that kind of self-harm. It might be relief for them. I don't know. It's hard because everybody experiences tattoos differently. Like me, I just got a tattoo on my, what do you call it?
Is that a bicep?
Yeah. Like upper arm portion. And it hurt, but probably not as much as it hurt to do the wrist.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking I couldn't be one of those people who could do an 8-hour tattoo session.
I think I'd probably barf.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be okay.
No.
I did pretty well for this, but I think it was only 2 hours.
I don't even know if it was that long.
Yeah. Well, it was hard to tell because she was taking consults in between.
But it wasn't that long.
No.
Next is Turkey.
Okay. Hi, Turkey.
So they had the same rules and the views as the UAE, but they have banned students from getting them. So the government said, not for you.
Okay.
I don't know what's like considered a student. They didn't give an age, but
I can understand that.
yeah,
Because you do a lot of impulsive stuff.
when
Like,
you're young.
yeah, when I got my first tattoo, I was 19, I think.
How old do you have to be?
I think it'd be 18.
18? I got mine at 18. I have a friend who got one at 14.
With a signed permission?
With a dude who did it in his kitchen.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes about a lot of sense.
I remember though being 14, wanting tattoos at that point. My parents being like, no. And she came over and my dad was like, what the fuck?
Why would you get... Yeah.
What the
Start early, I guess.
What the fuck? And at the time I was like, I don't understand why you... But like looking back, I'm like, you're 14.
That's pretty young.
Yeah.
I think...
It was like matching family tattoos. So it's a little different.
Okay.
However,
14 is still pretty young.
That's wild. What grade are you in 14? And at 14?
At 14?
Are you in grade 9?
Aren't you in grade 9?
That'd be so wild.
Grade 8,
like
grade
little
9.
Bibby Jade have a tattoo in grade 9. I didn't get one until I was out of high school.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of little dots. And then the last one is China. So they have a strong link between tattoos and crime. In the larger metropolitan areas like Shanghai and Beijing, you're probably more accepted if you go there and have tattoos rather than like rural regions.
Probably a bit more common.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I said my piece about face tattoos.
Not judging, but slightly judging, I guess.
Depends on the setting. And I don't mean to do it. And I feel bad that I do it.
So we kind of talked about it, but do you remember when you were first interested in tattoos?
I don't remember an age. I just remember growing up watching a lot of, was it LA Ink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
It was so good.
I mean, I look at it now because there's a few and that have done the shows, and some of the artists are very questionable, like art school wise.
Oh, really?
Not that I want to judge, but I just remember watching some and being like, yeah, maybe that's just art school nose up in the air for me. Yeah,
because there was LA Ink, and then Kat Von D had her own show.
Yeah,
at some point. She's now blacked out all her tattoos. I don't understand blackout tattoos.
I don't really get it. Like, why go through so much pain just to cover it up with more?
And like, I said fucking like again. I've said it a lot already.
Me
I know
too.
I have.
I can feel the power of the like.
However, the black, just when they do blackout, it's so much and it fades. It kind of looks like green
or gray.
Not saying that hers do, but also like she was covered, and ma'am's gonna black them all out.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot of coverage.
I mean, she's got the money, but
and effort.
And then I think I watched not a lot of, was it Tattoo Nightmares? I can picture the dude who hosts it. He's got like long shoulder length-ish kind of black hair and like something a goatee.
Like that, yeah.
And those are always so whack. So whack.
Sad.
Who like, how much are they paying these people who are like, I want this magical horse with this color to be real, and you have to tattoo this on me in 90 minutes or something? Like,
yeah, the rush just
to offer your skin, like,
sure, this isn't permanent.
So I grew up watching those kind of shows, but I don't know if there was really anything else when I was growing up that was tattoo related. And I don't know why, like how I stumbled upon it, because my dad wouldn't watch that stuff. He doesn't like tattoos.
I think I just had like the power of TLC.
Yeah.
Or whatever channel it was on.
I don't think it was TLC, but yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that.
You know, it's just like I'm saying like so much. I'm just tired. Going back, trying to cut out all the likes. You know how cable TV is just on?
Yeah.
And you turn it on and you got the remote and maybe you're scrolling through the satellite channels, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden it's like, tattoos. Why not sit and binge watch this for a half an hour?
I vaguely remember one, I think it was like almost like an all-girl studio. But I don't remember the premise of it, but it was kind of like Tattoo Nightmares.
Interesting.
And I don't remember.
I don't remember anyone like that.
And I know that there's one, because I see it on TikTok all the time, and I'm just like, you have horrible fucking friends. When they go on and they like, fuck, and they go on and They
keep doing the same thing. Applause for us.
they go on and they choose these horrendous things and tattoo them so largely and so prominently on their friend's body, and then their friend has a breakdown on TV. I'm like, fuck. Has a breakdown. And this is permanent. Like, what? Maybe it was needed there. Why would you do that to your friend? That's so horrible.
Yeah.
They choose these awful designs.
Are they free?
I don't know, but
is the laser removal afterwards also free?
that would be, and I have to say it, like if you and I went on and I just made you get this stupid fucking thing on your forehead. Like
space puzzle.
What?
I should just put it on my face.
I've never seen a clip from that show where a friend's like, oh my God, I love it. It's always like in a malicious form between friends. I don't get it.
Dying.
Aaron has migrated to laying on my couch.
I'm tired. I think I was a teenager for sure when I was into tattoos, but I knew coming from a raised Catholic life that tattoos were not gonna be a thing for me until I was old enough to actually sign the forms to get one.
Yeah. My dad doesn't have any. I didn't have any cousins that had. I don't think I still have any cousins that have any, actually. And I know like 3 of my cousins. And mom didn't have any. We got matching tattoos when I was 18.
I mean, that's really cool. I think your mom's awesome for that.
I was always I always wanted them, and I made that vocal, and my dad's excuse was, you weren't born with it. And I always came back with, yeah, I didn't have all these freckles on my face either, so
stuff changes.
However, I don't think there was really like a judgment, but it took Bob a while to warm up. I do remember getting the one with my mom. He wasn't a fan. He goes, this is just gonna lead to more.
Of course.
Duh, that's the point.
That is the point.
I got a little sunflower after that above my elbow, and then it was 3 years before I got 2 other sunflowers. And at that point, I wanted to say like so bad, I came home and he was home after, and I didn't want to flaunt it because I respect that. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shove it in your face. And he actually was, I need a
encouraging?
word. No. He came home and was like wondering like why I had my sweater on. He wanted to see it.
Oh.
I need better vocabulary.
This is why we're here.
He was intrigued. Like, I'm going to off myself.
Yay!
And he said it looked cool. Who are you? What did you do with my dad?
My dad has now been replaced by an alien.
Which, I mean, kind of like you said your mom was excited for this one and you were
mind blown.
Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah. Many years of just, I think I got my first tattoo and my mom was like, oh no, because everybody thinks it looks like crap. It's fine.
It's not as funnier when you do it because you don't care.
I still enjoy the applause. And I'm going to say it a lot more because I'm freaking tired.
Like, oh my God. Are we stupid?
It's quite possible.
I feel like, oh my God. I feel as if,
there we go.
For somebody who loved English, excelled in English, liked writing essays, liked writing stories.
You're getting all your liked out now through different wording.
Would have more in her vocabulary
than the word like and
I don't think I say a lot.
No.
I might. However, what would it be considered in a sentence? It's like I need That's it. We're done.
We're quitting. Good night. Let's not worry about it.
It's it's on my mind.
So, yeah, as a teenager, I was big on getting tattoos, and I knew I wanted more as I was growing up, especially being in like the pop, punk, emo, artsy end of things. I knew I wanted it, and nothing was going to stop me. So at 19, I went out and got my own tattoo, which I drew myself, but everybody thinks it's badly done, but it's exactly how I wanted it. Exactly copied to exactly how I drew it. The guy was very skilled. And the fact that he even took my drawing and did it himself, like a lot of artists won't take your own drawings. So I was really appreciative of that. And I think it cost me $50, maybe $80. I
think
remember.
my first one was, it was $80.
This is definitely a lot cheaper than
the bunny.
Than it is now. Anyways, imagine it would cost me about $100 now or more.
I've never thought that one was badly done. I figured it was done that way for a reason.
It's exactly how I drew it. Exactly.
That's cool.
I took the piece of paper in with me. My friends came with me. And then I had to go home and hide this.
Oh, you didn't tell anybody?
Oh, I didn't tell anybody. My last two that I got, I didn't tell anybody.
True.
It was
I remember that.
And I didn't know how they were going to feel about it, even though I already had a tattoo there. So we took bets, I think, on how long it would take for someone to notice. It took my mom 3 months.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, especially since the weather was warm.
Yeah, it was warm out.
So that's me. And
my dad would be the same way.
So my new thing now is, do I become a tattoo artist?
Yes.
It sits on my brain.
I vote yes.
Itching to happen.
I mean, it's only fair. Katie was a graphic designer. Now she's a tattoo artist.
Truth. I just need to practice.
Think it works for you a lot better.
Yeah.
Because you have so much skill in drawing already.
Yeah, I think
it's going to be kind of a breeze.
Transferable skills there would be pretty awesome. And I could throw together a portfolio fairly quickly.
Hell yeah. I was trying to explain that to my mom because I mentioned, Katie talked about being a graphic designer and then hating it because she wasn't good at it. And mom goes, well, then how is she a tattoo artist? I'm like, you don't have to be good at drawing to be a graphic designer. Why the fuck do you think I'm doing it?
I mean, you really should be because it does require some amount of creative skills, but that usually just comes with practice.
Yeah. I just don't like to practice.
Yeah, I know. Must be good at it the
first time. If not for me.
I quit.
Yep.
So how many tattoos do you have?
1, 2. Technically 3, but 2 of them are bunched together. So they look like one. Kind of. You can tell that they're different, but
the sunflowers?
Yeah.
It's just kind of a growing thing.
Yeah. Hopefully it has more flowers by this time next year if I decide on different flower types.
I hope so. I will go with you.
Please.
Okay. We'll bring all the snacks.
All the snacks. And get donuts.
I think I have 7. I want more.
7?
Lots of coverage would be great.
Right? And I think now I'm going to say I think. I relate to the fact earlier when it said how many percentage of Americans. There's never any statistics for Canadians. I feel very attacked.
Seriously, I don't think we post our statistics very well.
32% said that they got tattoos to improve their personal appearance. That tracks.
I think so, yeah.
That tracks. For me, at least.
Yeah, I think there's another angle there, too, that people are now getting permanent tattoos for makeup and stuff.
Yeah, I would never get eyeliner. That would hurt like a bitch.
Looks so painful.
Or your lips.
Oh,
ow.
No. Maybe eyebrows. I could do the eyebrows.
Yeah,
but
microblading.
Those are just, they're not permanent.
No, you can. You
can get them permanent.
Yeah.
I don't think I could commit to a permanent eyebrow, though.
No.
Because I'd be worried that my hair would change.
True.
And then all of a sudden I just have weird lines in the wrong spot.
I also think microblading seems way more harsh than a tattoo gun does to me.
You think?
Yeah, because
they're just little cuts, isn't it?
Yeah, that just
rub ink into it or some shit. Siri, calm down.
makes my skin crawl.
That's so funny because like getting a tattoo.
Yeah, but
Just
I
getting
don't know.
poked by a needle like a billion times. No worries.
It doesn't seem as bad as on your face.
Cuts, tiny micro cuts.
Yes.
Um,
Do you have a preference on color or black and white?
I don't personally like looks wise.
Mm-hmm.
Pain wise, I want to say I dig a black and white tattoo over, or at least black and some other color, like the one that I just got. Totally manageable, pain wise.
I could tell it hurt more when she went in with the red.
Oh yeah, I couldn't keep my head up. I had to keep putting my head back.
Yeah.
Because if I kept my head up, I felt like I was focusing too much on it.
Go to your happy place. Go to your happy place.
Yeah, good. And then she tried to start asking me questions about stuff, and my brain was not.
I know that part of the
able to
appointment.
answer.
You were both silent. I was like, I'm just gonna sit on my
It didn't
phone.
hurt that bad, but it was hard to keep a train of thought while it was happening. The red was happening, and that's just because if you aren't aware, tattoo-wise, people, they have to do the darkest colors first, which means typically black. Your line work goes first, and then they work into the lightest colors. So if you're blending any colors or you're adding colors, you're going to lay down the black lines first, which is opening up an automatic wound. Yeah. And then you have to fill that in with a color, which is going back over those wounds. So it's like a double whammy of pain.
Yeah.
So when I got the one on my wrist, which is a gradient of color, excruciating for me. Also because there's veins and bone in there, and it's very uncomfortable, and it needs touch up so bad, but
and you're just
no, it's not gonna happen. No, it just lives on as. Also, I just discovered that it was in a very good place to get a tattoo anyways, because I use my hands and my arms a lot in work and making things and crafting things, and I scratch them, and so a little concerned about some of the tattoos that I have and longevity, especially on my right arm. I've already run into the wall with this one, and I was not happy about that.
How do you run into a wall?
Oh, just that's my personality.
Running into a wall.
How about you?
I think for myself, it'll mostly be black and white. Maybe like the odd pop of color. Yeah. Like the rope on your bunny, or the lyrics that I want.
Yeah,
a couple
I think
words
that's
being
well
read.
Balanced.
My favorite thing is, as soon as I got the sunflowers, literally everybody who was older than me, are you going to color them in? No, they have shading. No, it's going to look like mud if I did. No. That was never the intention.
Exactly.
Like, what? I also feel like the longer I wait to get more, I feel as if I'm going to be a little bitch, and color looks really painful.
Color's a bit painful.
And I feel as if it would be more of an upkeep for like fading wise.
Yeah.
Like if you have I just said it again. If you have a massive colored piece, do portions of that fade faster than others rather than just like a black and white, I would assume.
I wonder. I also think it depends on like skin type too.
Yeah.
I think my skin wasn't super happy to absorb the red. In that might have been because it was already recognizing it was damaged and open already, and my body goes, no, we don't want to absorb that anymore. Goodbye. So I have a few parts of it that
it's still red. It's just lighter. I could tell like on some part. Yeah.
And I'll just see how that looks after like the skin flake and all that process goes through. Trying to avoid that as much as possible by keeping hyaluronic acid and moisturizing. Because the last ones I did, the 2 flower ones, I don't believe I moisturized enough.
The yellow stuck more than the blue.
Great. I might just get more yellow tattoos. It worked really well.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I love yellow. So
is color more expensive or no? Does that matter?
It can be.
It can be.
Depends on the tattoo artist.
Okay.
Some of them, a lot of tattoo artists, I want to say, don't like to do color because the inks can be more expensive.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they can be tricky to do. If you're not a color master,
True.
You don't want to ask the wrong tattoo artist to try and do color if they haven't done color before.
Yeah, if you're looking at, like Aaron pointed out earlier, find an artist that works with what you want.
Yeah.
Because people, you know, I realized I was talking away from the mic, specialize in, say, traditional or fine line or this.
Or just black tattoo.
Just black and white. Some people probably only do color, I assume.
Yeah. Some people do realism
and
they do a huge focus. I know there's this really amazing tattoo artist, I believe in Toronto, who does like pixel rainbow artwork and charges ridiculous amounts of money because it's just so much work to get that like accurate
and crisp.
Yeah, because you really have to strategize what colors you were putting into the skin. And I think if I were to become a tattoo artist, I would probably primarily focus in black and maybe single color, like black and single color.
Yeah
Because that's kind of also my artwork too.
I think there's also a excuse me, like a beauty too, just black and white. Like the simplicity is really nice.
I like the simplicity. I only regret this impulse bunny to the tune of I wish it didn't have a gradient in it now. But
did you just wish it was just an outline?
Almost just an outline, and maybe
in a different place
to match some of my other tattoos. Just like I want blobs of geometric shape and color.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Not so much like pretty gradients and stuff like that, but it's fine. So I am going to go quickly over tattoo design trends in the past 20 years.
Yes, please.
Very, very quickly. So obviously the most popular ones are tribal tattoos.
Yeah.
This was a huge thing in the early 2000s. I know my brother got one. Yeah, he's one of those guys. Tribal designs are extremely popular, often characterized by bold black lines and abstract patterns. To be honest, I think they are some of the most awesome. Some of the new tribal patterns that are getting incorporated into tattoo design. Not so much the stuff in the 2000s.
I don't think I've seen anything new. And when you say tribal, all I think of is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I think some of the newer designs that have come out are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Especially if they're respectful of
the
cultures that they represent or worn by people from or of the culture. Japanese tattoos come in second. Japanese traditional tattoos representing things like koi fish, dragons, cherry blossoms have gained popularity.
My friend has 2 koi fish right on her hip.
Swim. Yeah.
They're pretty big.
I think I've seen a few art pieces online that I have considered, even though I'm not a huge fish person.
I like koi fish.
I've had a lot of fish in my lifetime. A lot. I had a pet shark once.
We had a shark when I was little.
Yeah, mini shark.
Yeah, and then he ate all my mom's fish and she got mad.
Oh, well, this is, I guess, payback. Our shark got eaten by a blue heron. Is that what they're called?
Like a bird?
Like the big bird.
Did you have the shark outside?
Yeah, it was in our pond.
You have a pond?
We had a pond.
You had a shark in your pond outside in Ontario?
Yeah, we took him in the winter.
That's so wild to me.
He was just chilling out there,
That's
but then he got eaten. So, rip shark boy. It was nice to know you.
I think ours got thrown out.
It was a cool little shark.
I'm just amazed that you had it outside in southern Ontario.
It's fine.
That's hilarious.
Number 3 comes in as tribute tattoos. Tattoos that are dedicated to loved ones, famous figures, or personal heroes. Often featuring portraits or quotes. I am not a huge fan of portrait tattoos.
90% of them look horrible.
Yeah, I hate to say this, people, they just don't look great.
I don't think I will ever get somebody's name, ever, or somebody's face.
I just can't I can understand maybe people who are memorializing like their children or a passing away loved one, but I don't know if I'd want that on my skin.
Yeah. If they're dead, maybe their name. But if they're alive, there's a chance that something's going to happen. Nope.
I'm also just not a huge fan of hyper-realism art or realism art to begin with.
Mm-mm.
I really like urban kind of abstract contemporary art, so that wouldn't be a thing that I'm really wanting on my body.
No, sometimes they look scary. Like the babies,
Yeah,
they look scary.
they can turn out wrong. So, number 4, this has been super huge and popular over even the past like 10, 15 years is watercolor tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah, huge. And if everybody hasn't seen that stereotypical Harry Potter tattoo,
Like the Deathly Hallows symbol?
like
yeah.
the symbol with the, no judgment there. They're cool. And you have a lot of patience to have watercolor done on your body.
Same thing with the an artist who does color has to be good at it. I feel like watercolor is like a next level of you need to make sure you're finding the right person.
Yeah, for sure. Because blending, insane. Also painful, just so you know. The next one is minimalist tattoos, which speaks for itself. It's been actually getting more popular now. Just very simple, clean lines, small motifs, and a lot of negative space kind of playing around.
Oh, I mean, when you were getting your tattoo, 2 friends got initials, I think.
Yeah, I think H and something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so small. Like the size of your fingernail.
I think it took them longer to choose where they were going to place it than it did for me to get tattooed.
But I don't know who tattooed them. Shout out to that person for actually taking the time and being like, okay, well, if you bend your arm, it'll look like this and yada, 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 and letting them do that.
The walkthrough we were watching, sorry for spying, but
It's hard
it was beautiful.
It was really nice.
Absolutely awesome. Next thing, geometric tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Something I'd love to get is something like a mandala or animal, or I guess I already have like my origami tattoo is geometric. So that's something I think I would like to get more of. Or even to put patterns between the tattoos that I already have.
That would be cool.
Something like that. Number 7 is dot work and line tattoos.
When you say dot work,
it's created using primarily dots or fine lines in grain traction. I think my new tattoo has a little bit of that because it's a little bit dotty.
Oh, like the shading?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm sure this is a little bit more detailed. I don't know. I've seen a lot of them. Might have been a small trend. Number 8 is realism, which speaks for itself. Hyper-realistic tattoos featuring portraits, stuff that resembles photographs. If you want a hyper-realistic tattoo on your body, please
do your research.
Pay for it. You're going to pay for it. The likelihood is you're going to be paying a lot for that kind of tattoo. Skipping through, number 9 is symbolic tattoos, which we've talked about. Stuff that represents either life situations, culture, blah, 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 religion. Always a popular one, always trending because there's always someone out there
who's got a cross.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
And number 10, one of the most recent trends is black work, which is bold black tattoos with patterns or solid black designs. It's becoming huge. It's not something I would personally probably do like a huge chunk of my body as blackout or I don't like fine line tattoos. I need some amount of like edge. So
sustenance.
Sustenance.
It's my new favorite word.
I can tell. You think you've used it in
a couple times.
So, yeah, that's the most recent trends.
Interesting.
Yeah. Think I missed any?
I don't think so. I know nothing about everything.
I know like there's older. I guess I kind of missed one, which would have been, I don't remember what the term is for it, but it's like sailor tattoos, that like traditional like American
not like
almost flat color,
regular traditional.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I think that came back for a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't know if it's overly as popular as it used to be about 5 years ago, but yeah.
Are you do you like traditional tattoos? Like, would you ever get a traditional style?
No, it's not my thing.
Mm-mm.
To me, it screams like rockabilly.
Rockabilly?
Yeah, have you ever heard rockabilly?
No.
Okay, we'll have to look that up.
Am I aging myself?
Maybe, yes. Rockabilly is I'll have to show you it.
Okay.
It's easier to show you in visual than it is to describe out loud.
I've seen a couple that look nice, or when I find random TikToks of people doing, I guess they're doing their flash work and they're like actually drawing and like shading with the paint and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that looks cool as an art piece. I don't think I'd ever get one as a tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the heart with like the sash of mom.
Yeah. The old school tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think it's cool that people still practice that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's still very popular.
It is still very popular. Even younger folk find it as a trend to just get a whole body full of that style tattoo.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're doing a whole body style of that, it works.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad that I haven't matched a lot of the styles of my tattoos, but I see them as like a collection.
Yeah.
Because I used to go to the tattoo convention and be like, hey, you're from 5-7 hours away or not even from our country. Can I get a tattoo from you? Like, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's collecting art.
Yeah. It's all this art. I want it forever. Thank you.
I try and kind of piece it together in a way that it will jibe, like curate it properly, right? So
I haven't done that yet.
One day. I have such a goofy tattoo on my left ankle, though. It's from
Spirited
Away. Yeah.
What are they called?
They're called Susuwatari, or Soot Spirits.
Soot Spirits, okay.
It's actually really meaningful to me. I think it's a beautiful thing.
They're so cute. I don't care if it has meaning. It's so cute.
Yeah, they just take care of
I care if
your
it has
house.
meaning. Sorry.
You don't really care if it has meaning, but
it shouldn't matter. They're so cute.
They are cute. They are cute. I just think it's part of that story. I just found it really beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So our parents have both joked that we're going to be tattoo artists.
Yes, when I got my first sunflower, I vividly remember my friend came with me and my mom, and she just turns to my friend and goes, you know, she's going to go to school and then she's going to do this, right?
I wish my parents were more jokey about it instead of, we're just waiting for you to do this. Hurry up. Why didn't you do this 15 years ago? You could have made so much more money.
Never too late.
It's true. I can still make all the money.
You're not that old.
I feel so old. Sorry. Ancient. Withering away.
Withering away.
Bye.
Turning into a soot spirit.
Oh, seriously. Speaking of goodbyes.
I know.
We should wrap this.
It's actually not been that long.
Okay, because it feels like I've been talking.
It feels
for
like really
4
long.
hours.
It's only been an hour and 20 minutes. Our last one was around this time when I stopped it. So
then we're doing good.
To the peeps who like short episodes, sorry, you're never gonna get that.
No, we talk too much out of our asses for that shit. All right, let's give back to the listeners. All, I believe, 10 of you. Thank you.
Yeah, only 10 people listen to episode 7. I'm sad.
Rip.
Disappointed.
Share with your friends. I swear, I don't know where you live, but I may come after you.
She may take a while. It may be hobbled.
Yeah, I'm gonna hobble.
On an electric scooter.
I'm gonna take a little nap on my electric scooter on the way there.
I'll go first because I don't see that you wrote one down.
No, I'm trying to find one right now.
Oh. The more that I listen to this song, the lyrics are kind of sad.
Uh-oh.
However, it's very catchy. It's called Can I Call by the Hunna, Hunna. I don't know if it's from our blend or I heard it on my daily mix one day. But I've heard it for a while and then it stopped and then I heard it again clearly when I made this note and I was like, that's perfect.
Awesome.
It's very cool. I recommend. It's catchy.
I'm gonna listen to it on my way home.
Yay.
I am gonna recommend Loveless. They have a new song. It's called I Love It When It Rains. It's good.
When it rains. I do like it when it rains.
It's a good song. Recommend. I also recommend the band. They're really good live, even though Julian was like super sick the last time he came to Canada.
Oh.
I wanted to go back, but
Fucking Sunday concerts, man.
money. money.
Alright.
So remember to like, rate, and review the podcast. Subscribe to us on Spotify too. That would be great, just to keep up with our statistics.
Mm-hmm.
We like our analytics.
I got an email from Google today formally telling me that as of June something, Google Podcasts will no longer be a thing. I thought it wasn't a thing anymore anyways.
I thought it was over, like completely over.
They're like, you can upload to YouTube.
YouTube.
If we had video, maybe.
Effort.
Because then we could monetize it in Canada. Spotify. Just saying.
Yeah, get on it, Spotify. Canadians exist. There's a lot of us. Maybe not as many Americans. There's like 37 million or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a lot of people to make money off of, okay? Do we have a question? Do y'all have tattoos?
Yeah, that's
What's
easy.
your favorite style of tattoo?
Yeah.
And if you don't have a tattoo, do you want one? Have you ever considered one? Let us know.
Do you like them?
You can email us at
Unapologetic info. Wow.
info for Just find the fucking email on the bio.
It's in the bio. Everything's in the bio.
Now we're going to plug our socials. Check out our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X.
URL still says Twitter when you type it into a browser, so until Elon changes that, I refuse.
They're all in the description. Which description on Spotify?
Yeah, I've linked our link tree in every description that we have.
It's in the description. Then you can find an email for us too. It's all there.
Mm-hmm.
If
There's a
you
little button that says email us.
Send us an email.
I'm also pretty sure on Spotify, I have it turned on and I don't know what it means, that people can send us questions, like voice recorded questions.
Oh, that's cool. Send us a voice
about
recorded
voicing
question.
Voices. Speaking of Instagram and TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
when this is out, they will be able to see our first little trip video,
Excellent.
which was really fun.
Yes, we had a great time. Getting lost was good.
We did not film what we intended to film.
It's fine. It still was cool. We liked it. We're
It was
learning. I think that's everything.
I think so.
Thanks everybody for listening.
We will see you next Thursday.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.